And we were just discussing with Jason Bateman the latest major shakeup in late-night television. Disney-owned ABC announcing it's pulling Jimmy Kimmel off the air. We get more details now from NBC News correspondent Liz Kreutz.
This morning, Jimmy Kimmel off the air. The host seen leaving his studio last night after ABC announced it's suspending his long-running late-night show indefinitely. During his monologue Monday night, Kimmel made comments about the shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, accusing Republicans of reaching new lows in response to the 22-year-old alleged killer, who authorities say had a leftist ideology.
The MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
The comments sparked outrage among many conservatives, including Brendan Carr, the chairman of the FCC, which oversees broadcast licensing for local stations, speaking on Wednesday afternoon, threatening to take action against ABC and its parent company, Disney.
It appears to be some of the sickest conduct possible. I mean, look, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. These companies can find ways to change conduct, to take action, frankly, on Kimmel, or, there's going to be additional work for the FCC ahead.
Soon after, Nexstar, one of the largest television station groups in the country and currently seeking FCC approval for a merger, announced it would stop airing Kimmel on all of its ABC-affiliated stations. Within hours, ABC suspended Kimmel's show. Carr praising the move later in the evening.
I'm very glad to see that America's broadcasters are standing up to serve the interests of their community.
And on Truth Social, President Trump congratulating ABC for, quote, finally having the courage to do what had to be done. FCC Commissioner Ana Gomez, the lone Democrat on the panel, accusing the Trump administration of setting a dangerous precedent.
We must be careful not to allow the government to punish critics simply because of content.
Kimmel's suspension comes 2 months after CBS announced it was canceling their late-night show with another Trump critic, Stephen Colbert, CBS saying it was a financial decision. Over the last week, a growing number of people have been fired or suspended for their public comments about Charlie Kirk, something the vice president encouraged.
So when you see someone celebrating Charlie's murder, call them out. And hell, call their employer.
But some say what's happening now is a double standard.
Conservatives for many years now have claimed that they are the free speech champions. They have railed against so-called cancel culture. And now you're seeing them lead the campaigns to cancel people that they disagree with.
Let's bring in NBC News national affairs analyst and a partner and chief political columnist at Puck, John Heilemann, and NBC News senior business correspondent Christine Romans. I guess first, Christine, can you explain, there's a business angle to this that is really important to bring out just for context.
Yeah, so step back for some perspective. There's a big merger here, a $6.2 billion merger between Nexstar and this other company called Tegna. Nexstar owns like 10% of the ABC affiliates. There are 225 ABC affiliates.
And this plays very much in, potentially, to this decision?
Absolutely, because they're going to need FCC approval to get that deal done here. And this was a deal that was announced last month, heralded as something that would allow these companies to, these stations actually, to fight against big tech, the influence of big tech, and really preserve local journalism. And so here they are in this moment with a big deal that is potentially on the table that needs to go to the FCC, and then you have this controversy.
And that will sound familiar to people from the Colbert situation. There was a business deal on the table. He gets fired, and the deal goes through, gets FCC approval.
Yeah, political and commercial pressures at the very moment that they need these important approvals.
John, we've been noting this morning that FCC Chairman Brendan Carr, who you heard there saying before this news about Jimmy Kimmel, we can do this the hard way or the easy way as a threat to ABC. We heard him go on television celebrating the news of Kimmel being suspended indefinitely. But this is his history of commentary on free speech. This is Brendan Carr talking about 2019, Carr posting on social media. Should the government censor speech it doesn't like? Of course not. The FCC does not have a roving mandate to police speech in the name of the public interest. In 2021, Carr wrote, "A newsroom's decision about what stories to cover and how to frame them should be beyond the reach of any government official." In 2022, Carr posted this, "Political satire is one of the oldest and most important forms of free speech. It challenges those in power while using humor to draw more people into the discussion. That is why people in influential positions have always targeted for censorship. 2023, Carr said, free speech is the counterweight. It is the check on government control. That is why censorship is the authoritarian's dream. That is Brendan Carr 2 years ago, now the FCC chairman leading the charge to throw Jimmy Kimmel off the air.
I mean, the level of hypocrisy, Willie, would be stunning if we hadn't seen it from so many people on so many things. You know, we could go across the board, not just on matters of free speech, but on matters of foreign policy. We've talked about Marco Rubio. There's so many people that get in Trump's cabinet, and all of a sudden their long-held positions change. You know, the way in which, this is the larger story about how right now in this moment, people who, for the last decade, have been screaming about cancel culture and screaming about how free speech and how those conservative voices are being silenced on social media platforms and broadcast platforms, all of a sudden now are doing exactly the same thing, both at the highest level with people like with Jimmy Kimmel, but at the levels of J.D. Vance telling people, if you see someone post something that's mean about Charlie Kirk or that you disagree with about Charlie Kirk, call their employer, try to get them fired. And we've seen people at universities and other places, people that are not in the public eye, people that are not making arguments on television, who are getting fired or suspended because they said something somebody doesn't like and phrased that had the wrong take on this. You know, it's a dark thing that we're seeing here, right? I mean, because as Chairman Carr pointed out, the squelching of comedians and satire and then government policing free speech is the authoritarian's dream. And I will not be the first, I will nor will I be the last person to note that he was describing exactly a scenario that he's now helping to implement. The things that Jimmy Kimmel said, the sickest things, that was his quick characterization. You might not like what Jimmy Kimmel said, but there's not anything particularly sick or depraved about what he said. And really the thing that I think he said that most probably upset the president was when he made fun of Donald Trump, where he made this comment about the way Trump made that, the part where he played the Trump sound. That, you know, if anybody doubted the notion that if he comes for you now, you better support that person because he may be coming for you next, that is what we're seeing now in the most public way possible with first Stephen Colbert, now Jimmy Kimmel. Everyone else should look out.
And we're seeing it as a piece of a larger puzzle, John. Like just this week, the president also sued the New York Times for $15 billion, naming some reporters, 4 of them individually. And then we have there's just the vice president, Stephen Miller, others have floated this idea that the shooter, Charlie Kirk's assassin, was somehow connected to these left-wing groups, and they're going to crack. There's no evidence of that. Let's be clear. They crack down on that next. And then last night, we have the president saying he's going to label Antifa a terrorist group. Antifa is not really a group. It's sort of a philosophy in many ways. But that seems to be the umbrella by which they'll try to do this, even though you can't actually do that for someone in the United States.
Right. And, you know, again, on the merits, the Trump lawsuit, if you talk to lawyers, is kind of comical and without merit. That, of course, has been the case in many of the lawsuits that Donald Trump has threatened or waged against people in the media. And guess what? A lot of people in the media have capitulated. And the thing we're learning, again, talk about timeless lessons, which is that if you capitulate to a bully, he is going to go and bully other people. We have the industry. We could go through and make the list of all the people in our business who have capitulated to Donald Trump. But without it, everybody knows those names, and it's a long list. And every single one of them that now is getting threatened because so many people basically said to Donald Trump, you know what? This works. It works. You will either get us to change our standards, write you a check, do whatever. And in that context, the other after effect of a thing like the Jimmy Kimmel thing is that everybody looks up and says, okay, I guess we're going to have to fold ourselves. Somebody has to fight at some point. And the people who have fought against Donald Trump, whether it's been in the law firms or in the courts, almost all of them have won. Like the meritless basis of a lot of these attacks, whether it's in the universities or the legal system or et cetera, is that if they go to court and fight it out, they end up winning. But everyone right now is so afraid of what the costs of that might be, which brings us back to the business point, which is the fear is, well, we might win in court, but we won't be able to do the merger that we really wanted to do. We won't be able to make the deal we really wanted to make, and that will end up hurting us on the bottom line, or it'll end up getting us sued by our shareholders because we abrogated our responsibility to maximize shareholder value, which is written in our corporate documents. It is a very tough position Donald Trump is putting people in. That doesn't mean they shouldn't stand up and fight, because if they don't fight, he's just going to keep doing it. But it's a very difficult position because it's a lose-lose. You know, if ABC hadn't done this to Jimmy Kimmel, and they had continued to threaten their share price is going to drop today, and then you've got a shareholder lawsuit on your hands. Again, not making excuses for the behavior, really just pointing out the diabolical nature of how this kind of intimidation and these kind of threats, how it works, because it catches these companies in double binds where they are looking at no good choices.
Yeah. So